How do you know what you know? Where did you find the information you know? Did you ask yourself, others, or the internet? Asking questions helps you uncover in-depth details and responses to the challenges you're facing and the questions you pose, and it aids you in generating better solutions to solve those problems and answer those questions. Throughout history, questions have been asked and answered. Because of this, our society is what it is today. Without questions and the passing on of knowledge, certain aspects of topics can be easily lost. Take Indigenous culture, for example. If you didn't ask which mob you were from, would you know which mob you belong to? If you didn't ask your elders about your culture, would you know the sacrifices and struggles? If you didn't ask about how things like animals and the formation of land came to be, would you know how the first crocodile, magpie, whale, or shark came into existence? Asking questions is what connects everyone to each other, and it's what a strong individual does. One day, leading the world will be left to us. The challenges and obstacles that follow will really be the true testament of who we are as a generation and as individuals. We come in all shapes and forms across a huge colour palette. Asking questions provides us all with the strength to inspire and the power to unite people, because being a great leader is about always and constantly learning, adapting, and evolving. One of my absolute favourite things to do is learn. On any day of any week, I can look back and think about those opportunities I got, such as getting published in The Mentor, going to Sydney and doing a live interview with one of my idols, writing the closing speech of AIM 2018, and completing a Cert 3 in hospitality. These things were not done without overcoming obstacles and struggles like shyness, anxiety, and the fear of the unknown. But I've done these things all because of a man with a dream that inspires me. Now I ask questions and I'm not afraid to do so. One of the key ways that we learn, not only in school but throughout life, is by asking questions. It's certain that your parents can attest to the fact that you have been asking questions, some of them difficult to answer, since your first capacity to verbalize sentences. Your questions have continued, as they should, and even your peers learn about you by the questions you ask. It's about the general notion of questions that allows the asker and the asked to learn from each other. I used to think asking someone a question was silly and brainless, but I realized that the people that were asking the questions actually knew more. They were the people others were now coming to and asking for help, because they were the ones that asked the initial question, and they were able to produce and develop from the answers they got. Being a leader is more than a title for me. I believe a leader should be a positive role model and encourage people so that everyone can achieve things to the best of their ability. You don't have a voice until you use the voice. Asking questions allows you to do that. Asking questions allows you as an individual to generate your own thoughts, ideas, opinions, and beliefs. When we discount questions that are silly, tasteless, or mindless, we still have to acknowledge that all questions are still worth asking, no matter how simple or easily answered. Some questions have great proximate significance with having lasting importance. This allows those questions to grow by themselves, and in doing so, it allows the askers and the asked to collaborate in a more creative way. I love the world, and everyone within the world is so creative and innovative, but I wish more questions were asked and more often, as people tend to give up when they don't know the answer because the fear of raising your hand or going up to someone and asking them a question is too powerful. If we can accept that questions are not only acceptable but are also essential, then we can move on to determining what is ultimately beneficial. Simple answer: asking questions freely.